Yeah, I'll start this video out with something that was a little unexpected. I had, I guess about 9 months ago, I think, I had done a cross with my a full red female, a couple of them actually, and a couple of red lace snakeskin males. And that came up with the red Mosaic snakeskins. Now, I had also done a cross, I don't know why I actually did it, but I did, of one of the red lace snakeskins that didn't have the snakeskin pattern, and also to different full red females. So these fish are the result of that. I only have, I think, 3 or 4 males. One's an albino. 2 of them are really just not great red deltas, I guess, or red bicolors. They're at the bottom here, but you can see they have really good fins, which comes really out of both lines. The one albino I think I got mainly because there are some albinos that come out of the red lace snakeskin line, and there's supposed to be albinos that come out of the roebuck reds, but I really haven't gotten any. So obviously the albino gene, which is similar, must be in the background of each to create an albino like this one on the first pass, so the first drop. So some of the males are pretty nice. Fin wise, the colors, I don't know what you can do with the color, but yeah, I apologize for the tank being a little green. Actually, the tank I had this group in was a 10-gallon tank on the bottom rack that developed green water. You can see on that male some of the characteristics that are in the red Mosaic snakeskin males, meaning the bottom of the tail is not formed as well, and the color at the base of the body and the bottom of the tail. This one, yeah, it doesn't look like anything. The female's in the way, of course. That one is pretty close to the red Mosaic snakeskin without the snakeskin pattern. So, like I said, the red albino is interesting because I may actually try to continue with that, because the red albino line I had imported from Indonesia, the second generation females that I had been showing, or the male, were sterile, and I just tossed the last 2 females in with some of the roebuck red males just to see what I can get out of them. So the females, you can see, have the similar coloration as the red Mosaic snakeskins, and these fish are in a 2.5-gallon tank just for the video. I tried to get the water as clear as I could, but there's still some of the green water issues in it. So for the most part, you don't want to keep this many. There's probably about 20 fish in a 2.5-gallon tank, because it's really not something you want to do at all. It's not good for the fish. They really can't live in small of an area unless you do a water change like 3 times a day. It's basically just asking for a problem. Be kind of like you'd be having a really bad day doing it that way, much like if you drove a Subaru to pick up your dinner from Arby's. You need a tow truck, a plumber, and an ambulance. The tow truck to get back home, the plumber to clear the toilet once you got home, and then an ambulance once you digested the food. So, not a good thing. So this is just for the video. I'm sorry the water's not clearer, but clearing up green water is not easy. What I ended up doing was I turned the light off, obviously, for, believe it or not, 2 weeks. And I put in a tablet of the Jungle No More Algae, because that's the only one that clears the green water that really doesn't seem to kill the fish, too. So, the algicides. I don't work for Jungle. I don't really care. It just it works without killing the fish, which is kind of what I'm after. Try to get a better look at the albino. Let's let's see, that's not the albino. Yeah, see, the problem is you can see pretty good in the front, but you gotta wait for them to get near the front, and I don't see, there we go. But anyway, it's an albino. The coloration of red is not full, but you know, that's something I could work on. Anyway, this is like a forgotten cross I did that could end up having some ramifications down the line if I split some of these off into different breeding groups. So anyway, I'll finish up the video, and hopefully this wasn't too boring. Now this was the cross I did the other way, which was with a Red Lace Snakeskin male that did have the pattern, and a full red female, and really nice result out of it. I have a few males that are adults. I called out quite a few and swapped some with a friend of mine. Now the next generation, I got a couple of Russian Red Lace Snakeskins. So I try to find one of the other ones. This one is another one. The interesting thing here is, so far I don't have the black dots that I'm getting on my regular line of Russian Red Lace Snakeskin. This one does have it, a few of them, so I'll keep my eye on that. And the females have really nice tails, like a shark-like tail. There's a couple different colors on the tail, or different color types. I do have a couple of them like this that the tail matches the male's tail, which I really like. And so anyway, I just wanted to do a video that shows that you can get different results by using fish that are actually related. Because in the beginning of the video, I showed you the fish that I got from using a male Russian Red Lace Snakeskin that didn't have a pattern, and then female full reds, and then they look pretty different from these. So I also noticed that the fin conformation is actually better on that particular line. So I don't know if that's because I really don't know what it is, to be honest with you. These tails weren't bitten at all. They just kind of grow that way. That's another female that the tail matches the male's tail. So I got a bunch of babies in here because, as I said before, I'm colony breeding this until I get the line set the way I want it. So these couple of Russian Red Lace Snakeskin males, like this one, I'm probably going to pull them out and put them in with a couple of the Red Lace Snakeskin females and see what I get out of that, because that might improve the pattern, which is something I've been trying to do, and cut down on the red dots, or excuse me, the black dots, not the red dots. So so far so good. This was a really good cross. It worked out great. This is a very old female, so she after the last batch of babies, she got a bit of a hump back, so probably won't be around too much longer. But this has worked out great. So I only have a couple of tanks of these because, like I said, I'm trying to get the line set. And the next generation, with the exception of a couple of the Russian Red Lace Snakeskins like this one, are coming out looking like the parents. So I'll be able to sell some of these very soon. This is a young male, and he's got the snakeskin pattern and a cool looking tail, and the dorsal almost matches. Now this one looks like his tail is going to be shaped better, but I'll see how it grows out, because that's always an issue with these. The Russian Red Lace Snakeskins get almost a it almost looks like the bottom of a curtain. So we'll see. There's a lot of babies in here, and varying ages. The only thing I'm a little going to keep my eye on is I have a few of these which are going to be females, and they have a what looks like it's going to be a black tail. It's a little strange, so I got to keep my eye on that. I may end up having to pull them out and put them somewhere else. But anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Something different. I really haven't seen this pattern on other people's fish that they're raising, but hey, we'll see. It's something cool, and thanks again.